Hey, what's going on, everyone, and welcome to another installment of the MRL Fastlane. Here, talking about the Xfinity races at Sunday and Monday. We are here, I guess at Talladega again. As I said in the previous Fastlane episode, covering Cup, we have a trio of Talladega races. That is because the light schedule matches the Cup schedule, so that means while they were at Talladega this week, we're at Talladega this week, and while we're at Atlanta next week, we're at Atlanta next week. There we go. Pretty simple, honestly. Might as well just... I felt like there was no point in making two different schedules for it, but... Either way, there was Talladega this past week, and much to the chagrin of some drivers, we have, I think it was 13 drivers that showed up on for Sunday. However, one thing I want to point out now, and you may actually kind of notice just right now, not everyone that raced on Sunday is a points earner for Sunday. That is because there is a rule now, an official rule, saying that you do not have to be a points earner in that particular day in order to race. Kind of like how everyone's available to join on Saturday. Everyone can race on Sunday and Monday if they choose to. They could run all three races. They could run two. They could run none. They could run a half a race if they wanted to. But yeah, that's just one thing I want to point on out. Because as you can see here, there are some drivers that normally aren't racing on Monday, like Pied Piper as well in the 68. You had Justin Shack, who is a points earner. You have Loho here, who is a Monday points earner. That's just what I'm saying, though, is that, like, you have drivers from across all the range right here. So while they're going on the pace lap here, here is the lineup. BS was the only one to put in a time for Talladega, so by default, he got pole. That being said, though, Liam, since none of these guys were showed up, Liam got P2. Then you have to go all the way down to Xander, and then UK. So Xander P3, UK P4. There was a lot of drivers on Sunday that didn't show up, but that doesn't mean that the racing is that. Well, I guess that any less intense, I'll say. So because of that, you have kind of going on down here, Justin Shackett and Jagger, Hunty, and then the rest of the field goes into the Monday points earners. So you can see that BS has chosen the bottom right there. And just kind of, not really to echo what I said in the Cup side of things, the restarts was really important. You saw how important restarts were going into each race. Also another big thing is that we did not have manuals. So if you got wrecked and the game didn't call it, sucks to suck, because it is one of those things that separates lights from Cup. Because as you can see, the lag also was an issue. So I'll get about that here in a second. You have those that are really in a bind when it comes to getting caught up in other people's mistakes, but that is the point of, like, the proving ground, because the manual cautions aspect is a big thing when it comes to the Cup side of things, and to not have that here, I feel like the lights is essentially the proving ground, so I feel like it should be a little bit better, so that's why. But yeah, you can see that, like, just that is a good aspect. We have 13 drivers with us tonight. As you can see, there is a bit of... I call them swerving Irvins, but that top side gets rolling quickly, because the bottom nowhere near is formed on up, but that top is already rolling. Xander takes the lead, actually. So Xander could have went down right there. He would have cut the nose off the 98, but he could have. But yeah, this is the racing that I'm talking about right now. But to kind of, like I said, echo what I said last time. You did have a bit of a lag moment going in through these races. You have a big old thing of the first caution as Cade is actually already losing the draft. The first caution will actually be because of lag, and I think that is, apart from the Monday series, this is very similarly the only time that lag will actually cause the first caution. But we have a total of 3 cautions tonight. And 2 of them are really in the very beginning of the race. It's like almost back to back. So it's a good thing we basically get them all said and done, because you can see that like they're already getting formed up here. So because we have enough for a, as you can see with lag right there, just how bad it is. But you have those that are really looking for a good day right here. There are a couple brand new guys, like I said. You have Keith as well as Loho making their first ever MRL Cup. No, sorry, not light starts here for the Sunday side of things. But yeah, the first caution will actually be because of lag, and I'm actually going to try to find it right now because I thought it was lap 1, but I guess not. Xander making moves though. You can see that these guys are already looking to make some moves, going and trying to not just fall into the single file line that they kind of have seen. A bit of a lag spike right there is what causes pack to kind of break on up right now. So led by Loho, like I said, you have a big instance of that right there. Like I said, I'm going to try to see if I can find it. I guess I had to... Oh, yep, there it is. There it is! I knew it was around here somewhere, but yeah. A big lag instance of that. So because of that, the restart was very crucial. You also have a... basically, like I said, another restart just immediately. So now here we are. You have the top side absolutely rolling right now. And because of that, you have instances of 3 wide right there. Cade was able to come back from that, but they're running the Dale line up here. But so it's very interesting, actually, running the Dale line like that. You get a massive run down the actual stretch. There is no 3 wide racing. But yeah, these guys did a wonderful job of just rocking it 3 wide. You know, just going everything out and away. But oh, look at that. That's what I like to see. Look at that. Everyone clean, everyone running 3 wide. Oh, MH as well making his first light start. But yeah, that is awesome to see. Sunday was fantastic, and Monday was just as good. So don't get me wrong. Don't think I'm playing for one team here. That is fantastic stuff. going from stuff like that, but. You have a, but yeah, you have a bit of a conundrum starting right now in terms of fuel strats. So what exactly am I talking about? Well, as they are rowing side by side like this, the top side, actually the bottom side as well, are not really saving fuel. But you can see that people are definitely making moves. Let's kind of skip ahead a little bit now. You can see that actually the line has kind of went single file a little bit. In the background there, trying to make up some ground. But other than that, you have basically a single file line. Now at that point, it's just a saving game. MH is actually in the lead right now, so in his first lights race, he is already making an impact. But because of that, it's now part of saving. And let's actually kind of skip on ahead to pit stops. They should be coming up here pretty dang soon. Because for the most part, when everyone is like single file, basically MH is still the leader, and I just probably skipped around. Oh yeah, right there it is. I probably just skipped on around like easily like 8 laps. So coming this time, people are going to start signaling the pit. Okay, yep. There's Brandon. A little bit of a miscommunication right there. That is because of the lap car of Loho, who kind of undercut the field. People were signaling. People were trying to get out of the way. No harm, no foul. People were just trying to move, honestly. So because of that, you're gonna have people that are pitting this time. You have Brandon, you have Jagger, you have Piper. There is a yes. You actually now that is one thing here. Going to the pit stops, the people that got wrecked right there because as you can see, let's kind of rewind and kind of break that down. Let's actually go slow mo. So, Justin Jagger right here. People. Okay, so looks like Brandon got absolutely destroyed by someone. He went up back into traffic and then took on out Hunty and Loho. And because of that, when they got forced down pit road here, because the caution's not out yet. Caution's not out yet. Caution's out now. And so the people that were already down pit road got a free pit stop from that. So very interesting turn of events right now because you have those that are able to get a free pit stop out of it. Look at these guys. You have Jagger, you have Piper, you have Hunty. These four down here essentially were on pit road as the caution was called, so they get free pit stops. Hunty actually wasn't supposed to be down here, but he is nonetheless because of him being forced down there. But I'm just saying that is what I'm talking about, though. So they restart, and now they're down to another. Now, like they can make it the rest of the way. It is well past halfway, so we're going to kind of skip on ahead here. So they go into single file right now. Piper actually made his way to the lead, and that's what I'm talking about is if they can save, that's why you can see a huge gap in between this line, then you can make it the rest of the way. However, the two leading right now, and maybe even Keith, because he's not really saving that much as well, are actually not actually able to make it. That's why there's such a huge gap back there. So that's one thing I want to point on out. However, as you can see, come in with like 5 to go, something like that. It's you see people start to go on down right there. However, so pit stops happen for the final time. Unfortunately, people tried to save. They weren't able to save. So now you have those basically splash and go. Piper leads it back out. And now you have those. Ooh, Liam got absolutely destroyed right there. Looks like UK got a pit road speeding penalty because he got knocked into by, who was that, Keith? Yeah, that is unfortunate right there. But that is the big thing here. Because now we are rocking and rolling right now. People are absolutely moving. And you can see just how aggressive people are going in to the final laps of this race. You have Xander trying to lead that top side. Arguably, he should be rock and roll right now, but Jagger bails. Because of that momentum on the top side is killed. So now they are 2 free, and the rest are 2 abreast right now. So you have those that are like really going full throttle, and I will tell you right now, as the laps kind of wind on down, this is, I do believe, the final lap. Yes, I do believe so. So, actually, no, this is 2 to go. Let's skip on ahead to the white. So, because of that, this is 2 to go. That right there, you have a view of what Hunty happened. This is not the best of scenarios. So, kind of want to point out, Jagger's already technically 3 wide. Xander is there. Xander is below his quarter panel, and he kind of forces Xander into Shackett, and because he was coming on down, and now it looked like Hunty went on up. If you look at twitch.tv/HuntyWild, he did not move at all. So because of that, unfortunately, Jagger gets moved up out of the way. He comes on down again. Xander's and MH is there. And there we go. That's what happens. Unfortunately, this is coming to the white. So technically, a caution from that would bring out a overtime. However, we are green, so people are just rocking and rolling right now. So we're going to kind of just bring this entire race as is right now. They are racing to the line. Unfortunately, that means you have a you have two very experienced super speedway racers here. You have Justin Shackett looking for a top or another podium to add to his record. Hunty goes to the top side. Piper down low. He needs to block the bottom lane. Shackett, was trying right there, but that kind of checks up the entire bottom lane. And because that Xander gets put onto there, he is not really giving up. Xander loses it, and because of that, it's going to be a drag race, and whoever was in front won the race. Now we're going to see exactly from Piper's POV. So check on out Piper here, and you will see exactly what his POV was on that final lap. So, as I said, you can see that people are actually kind of spacing on out in order to get a huge run here. That is actually smart. That's something I would do. But yeah, Hunty, so big swing right there. You didn't quite see the momentum shift of that, and he almost gets him clear, but that little bit of draft that Shackett gives him the run back up there. So they are side by side. You can see all it happening in his rearview mirror. He is focused here in the front. Who was out in front? Wait for it. Piper was. So because of that, you have a big change here. Despite Piper not running for points in the Sunday side of things, he does get his first career MRL win. And because of that, it is a huge deal for him. He was celebrating like mad. So because of that, let's just kind of go through the points real quick. So like I said, there was... Aha! I never changed that, my bad. There was 8 drivers that was racing for points in that race. You have Hunty being in the value of second place, got 175. And then all the way down here, Justin Shackett, he finished P3, but he will be P2 in the standings. Liam, P3, Xander, P4. But to kind of go through the exact running order, Hunty, Justin Shackett, so all those were the podium. Cade, a wonderful top 5. Again, not racing for points, but still a top 5 is a top 5. So podium was all, 2 out of the 3 podium earners were Sunday drivers here. Xander, P6. Liam, though, with a top 5. Loho, in his first start, P7, a Monday driver. BS, the defending lights champion, P8, Jagger, P9, MH, P10. And then you go on down here to complete the roster. UK, P11, Keith, P12, and Brandon, unfortunately, had issues, and he had to DNF from this race. So because of that, you have that, and the stats are basically how they finished here. So nothing quite said about that. 1 hot second. Apologies about that. All right, so let's go into day 2. So Monday here. So now here is the big points earners. Cyber was able to get on pole here. Goose, US Trek Enterprise, P2. Worst COD, really good qualifying lap from him. Brandon, P4. NASCAR Extreme, another newbie in P5. Piper, he sent an invalid lap, but he still sent in a lap, so he gets put in front of everyone that did not put in a lap. So, you have Broadcaster Clay after Heron here, Dakota Drake, and Nathan. The top 10 all showed up. There was a grand total of 17 drivers that showed up for Monday, and all 17, funnily enough, were points earners from Monday. There was no Sunday drivers that wanted to race. So because of that, the top 10 showed up, and to kind of fill out the rest of the field, we have to skip all the way down to Baseball Kid, Loho, Dale Forever, another newbie, Warpig, another newbie. There was 5 drivers making their first ever lights start in this race, and I thought that was fantastic. And then Jagger down here. Jagger was actually a points earner for Monday, so we're going to see where he finishes. Anyway, so as you can see, and again, I don't want to gloss over the Monday side of things, but you have the exact same situation going into as you had when it was the Sunday side, 3 wide racing. That's awesome. That's what you love to see. Baseball Kid in that 11 rocking that 3 wide. You have BD up here. Very late entry, but he is up here, and that's number 74 here. This is technically his second career start in lights, so it's nice to see that he is coming out and showing in force. But yeah, 17 drivers. So yeah, people love Talladega, man, and I can see why. Look at this racing. But yeah, and like I said, not to gloss over the Monday side of things, but the actual pack racing, very similar here. People giving and taking, taking and taking, I guess, was the theme of that. But yeah, you have those that are really pushing forward. That top side is moving right now. But yeah, that 19 though of NASCAR Extreme Gaming, watch out for him. He will make an impact here. 3 wide, they put Goose in the sucker hole. However, Nathan will pick him up. So you have those, like I said, just going 3 wide at that point. And Dakota, big move. That was awesome to see. Going on up into the outside lane to kind of check on up, but there was a bit of too much of a checkup. So because of that, you have the lines kind of reacting accordingly. And unfortunately, right there is what causes the first incident. This is the first incidence of lag, not lag, actual a wreck to bring out the first yellow. So interesting how that kind of works on out here. But you have those that are just essentially, we're just gonna restart it yet again. Right here. So yeah, this is the backstretch coming out there. You can see that we have people, Loho unfortunately already being shuffled. But yeah, essentially this is the biggest thing right here. The theme of the race. I think we also had, we have back-to-back cautions right here. Wait for it. Actually, no, wait, there's no cautions that. Okay, my bad. That's actually what prompts Baseball Kid to leave. The incidence of lag, of course, was the theme of the weekend. We also have a big instance of pit road speeding penalties. So let's just kind of watch through that as we may. So we're going to kind of skip on ahead here to Cyber, unfortunately, getting absolutely destroyed because of lag. I think this was from the 21, honestly, but Cyber, the defending Cup Series champion, in his first start of the season, unfortunately, yeah. So because of that, you have the 5 being out of this race basically the rest of the race. And now you can see that in order to stay up here now, you have to essentially you have to really, really basically hit your marks. And now I'm going to kind of show that, and what I mean by hitting your marks is those that lost the pack were able to kind of get on and join this massive pack, and now they were able to gain momentum. So the front pack, which is these guys up here, ended up losing some guys because of lag, mistakes, mostly because of lag, and because of that, they were able to just keep rocking and rolling forward. And that is just about just staying in line and just push. No save today. Again, to kind of just move forward, though. This second pack has gotten so big that they caught the first pack. So they essentially got right back into it right there. Dakota, again, with a big move going up top. And again, not skipping over anything, but BD actually, if we gave away points for leading the most laps, BD won that by far. He was mostly the person out in front. But you can see that that second pack has actually been able to move all the way forward. And because of that, you have the 74 and basically everyone right behind kind of signaling the pit. And we'll just see how well. We've been seeing people getting onto pit road to be the issue. How well will this one go? Ooh, yeah. Yep, right there. Cade got forced into. I don't know who that was, but there was a lot of people that got speeding penalties. Almost the entire field pit this lap, by the way. I just want to point that out. But yeah, you're going to see those right here that did not speed, and those that did speed. And actually, there's a lot fewer that did not speed. So there's Goose, Piper, Cade, the 51, Jagger, Dakota. All these guys did not speed. These guys did. And at that point, the racing is on. And now I'm going to point on out, here's the rest of the field, essentially. So Cyber, Worst Cod, coming out as Cyber's coming in. Cyber essentially being the rest of the field. But yeah, to kind of point on out to where everyone is right now, there is a big pack here. And this is the lead pack now, which is only 5 drivers strong. 5 drivers strong because the rest of the field that did not speed on that first one are a little bit too far back in order to make up anything. To see how they're kind of spread apart right now. So they're kind of jockeying for position right now to try to get out in front. So Piper's up here looking for two for two. Cade up here. Goose up here. The 51 of Nathan. Bit of a squeeze. Jagger going top side. You have Goose and Nathan below, and Loho is just going to latch on in the back of this train. So, to kind of skip on ahead here, I want to point on out the second pack. This is not the second pack. There's actually a pack behind here. But there's 3 distinct packs now. Here's the third pack. BD is now leading this pack. Now, they're about these guys here. These guys here are about just as fast as that second pack, and the more they pick on up, the more they will be able to make up some ground. But here is that second pack, though. Heron, they can't quite figure out who to lead right now, and that's going to be a big thing here because they got to get that figured out, my guy. Skipping on ahead. Backing up with the leaders. Everything kind of goes single file. People are trying to save, and again, I don't mean to gloss over the race, but essentially, there's no further cautions, and people, you can see that people got lagged into right there, and that's just going to be money for that third pack in order to kind of gain up some ground. They're kind of there in the background right here, and now they are just absolutely going to be rocking and rolling. And speaking of, they did actually catch those guys that just lagged right there. So they are now jockeying for position. Worst Cod unfortunately gets doored right there. Not quite sure what happened, but yeah. But I'm just saying, though, going to the second... Oh, yeah, I should probably rewind that here. The second stop. This is the money stop right now. This is the final stop of the race. You can see that the top 5, which has basically been single file this entire time, have all signaled, and they're all going to come on down together. Jagger taking it really careful. Kay taking it really careful. The 51. Piper, too hot. Goose, too hot. Out of that top 5, 2 of them did not speed, and that is what you're going to see right here. Wait for it. Cyber did not speed, but he's a lap down at this point, unfortunately, from Cyber. Cade, there he goes, and then Jagger. These 2 are going to be the ones that are going to be battling for the W. They will be the ones... One of them is going to win. The 51 by himself, but the second pack will catch him up. Because the second pack will have 2 drivers as opposed to not. But yeah, you can see that third pack has really made a dent on how far they have gone, and that is wonderful stuff. So glad to see that they are actually making up ground. Jagger uses a slingshot in order to get around Cade. Cade as well prefers to be behind, so that's what he actually told me. Worst Cod, he tried going to pit road, and I think he locked up the tires, and because of that, shoo! But yeah, we're going to kind of skip on ahead here. So we're coming to the end of the race. I know that there's the battle for the back of the pack right now, but you can see that this is the battle for the lead. Here's Cyber. Cyber did not have a good race, let's just say. we don't have any further cautions. Cyber unfortunately finishes P14. That is something you don't want to see. But Cade is going to be something that's going to be... He's trying out something right now. He's trying to use that draft in order to get some draft on Cyber and then try to kind of slingshot around. But Jagger blocks, and there's not really anywhere that he could have gone. But look out for that move later. Kind of skipping on ahead. Here is the... that was the battle for P3. Here's the rest of the pack, though. So you have Dale Forever in the 13. You have Warpig in the 0. Dakota in the 16. The 19 of NASCAR Extreme BD. And then Brandon. This little 6-car pack right here. This is basically for the rest of the top 10. This is 6 on back. 6 through 11th. So these guys and the rest of the pack is back there. But yeah, with how many people sped and how many people lost the draft, this is how these guys are actually just kind of rocking and rolling. But now, as you can see, we're going to kind of skip on ahead here. Going on board with that second pack, you can actually see that there is a bit of another lag instance. I'm not sure what happened exactly, but the 0 Warpig got wrecked because of it. Yeah, that second pack now is far and beyond not as strong as it was. But now, as you can see, we are dwindling down. They are battling right here. Jagger and Cade. Cade is just going to be perfectly okay with just following. Unfortunately, Cade did lag, and Cyber gets screwed even more. Oh, Cyber, you did not have a good race, boss. I am so sorry. But sometimes that happens. But yeah, going out, I do believe this is coming to 2 to go, I think. No, this is 1 to go. This is the white flag. All right, so this is, you can see that Cade built up a bit of a draft by using just Jagger right there. He's on the outside right now, but he's pivotally trying to get the draft of Worstcott. So he's on the quarter panel, side drafting him. Jagger's squeezing a bit of lag spike right there, but he's now side drafting himself, trying to get some of that Worstcott draft. Now, there was a pass right there. Now, Cade's in perfect position in order to come on back here. Worstcott doing exactly what he needs to do and just stay out of the way. Now, Jagger, what he could have done was kind of just stay up there in order to get that draft and kind of slingshot on down. But you can see that he will have one more shot at it. Go up to the top side. Look down low. I know this is below, but he won't be able to advance his position. He wasn't even side by side, and because of that, you have... I know how that looked. That there was a bit of a lag spike right there, but we have a new MRL winner in the books here. Cade was actually able to get P1 right there. Jagger, P2. Piper going P3 to finish out the podium. So, big things here. Cade went from being penalized on the Saturday Cup race to winning the Monday Lights race. Excellent job. Piper going 2 for 2 in podiums. The Super Speedway ace himself finishing out that. Goose, P4. Excellent show from him. Not quite a podium, but he was... Look how close that was. A whole tenth behind. And then Nathan right behind there. BD rallying back for P6. One of his best positions in lights. I don't think he finished in the top 5 as well in Darlington. But this being his second start, very good race. P7 belongs to Brandon. And then you can see that essentially was the second pack right here. Dakota rounding out the top 10, completing the rest of the order. You have Heron, Clay, Warpig, Cyber, Loho, Worstcott, and then Baseball Kid. Yeah, good race. Very good races all around. Looking at Monday, Cade, with him being a Monday driver, is leading the table. And going into Atlanta, this is a home track for him, so he's looking for the sweep. He is looking for being the hometown hero. But you have some interesting names that are normally down here. Cyber down here. You have, as well as the another going into Cup rookie next season, Baseball Kid. 17th in the standings. Nathan kind of picking up where he left off, and then Goose, despite joining in late, he's now showing that, hey, you know what? If I can join in from season start, I can have a run. And because of that, you can actually see it in the team standings as well. I kind of skipped over the Sunday team standings, so look at that here for a hot second. Von Poon is with their lineup of Liam, BS, and MH, very good right now. They're sitting on top of the table. Mopawa with a UK Hunty and Country and NRG lineup. Only 2 of them showed, but they can also do some damage. Only 126 points out. Of course, Hunty winning the Sunday championship last week, he will have momentum on his side. And then new team, Ramsey Wallace. They run on Mondays almost exclusively. That is ran by NASCAR Extreme, so that's why I said kind of keep an eye on that name. And Broadcaster Clay. They are the newest team coming into MRL, so it is nice to see how much MRL is growing with how much the teams are wanting to get involved. And because of that, you can really see it in Monday, just how tight it is right here. Because with RWI making the recent announcement of adding Wade, he will make his first start next race. But yeah, they are really making an impact right now. Gator being of P. Cole and Jose Protege, and then Chickstar as well. Look for them coming into Atlanta next week. But thank you guys so much for coming on in and just listening to me rant for over half an hour. It was excellent racing. I cannot wait for Atlanta this coming weekend. We will have the Cup Series on Saturday, as well as the Sunday and Monday lights at Atlanta as well. Tires will be at a premium. So, who will come out with the best strategy and the best tire-saving technique? We will find on out. Until then, this has been your host, Private Patton, signing on out for Millennium Racing League. See you in the next one. Peace.